doctors making house calls are a thing of the past, so we were especially surprised to learn about a group of healthcare professionals who still go to their patients. And we were especially impressed when we realized that the patients were on Skid Row. Anna Cuevas went along on these very unusual rounds.
It's 6 a.m. on a Thursday morning at this clinic in downtown Los Angeles.
Let's go through our medications first before we go.
A doctor, a nurse, a social worker, and a health coordinator are getting ready to make their rounds.
Do you want 2 more of these? Because I wrote down what we need.
No, that's what you just give me 2 of those and we're all set to go.
Except this team won't be walking the halls of a hospital. Instead, they'll be making house calls of sorts to patients with no homes, living in the worst part of downtown, the gritty area known as Skid Row.
Rich, you got your bag out. You got it.
They're the Country Docs, members of a 6-month-old pilot program. 3 times a week, they bring medical treatment to the homeless. It's not a glamorous assignment.
Morning. How are you today?
By 7, they're combing the sidewalks looking for patients, or clients as they call them.
LA Mission Community Clinic. Does anyone need any medical services today?
Heading the team of 4 is Dr. Brian Sauter.
We see a lot of individuals who are suffering from street problems, as we call them, the bronchitis, the sexually transmitted diseases, the things which they're not getting any care for and which can progress to more serious diseases.
Such is the case of the first man they encounter.
What's going on? A lot of pain? Can you kind of tell me a little bit about what's happening? Your leg? Your chest? Okay.
His name is Samuel, and like many of the clients they treat, he doesn't give them much information.
What we see with a lot of our clients who are actually on the street, living on the street, is they don't even know what their problems are. So we have to begin from the very, very start and just kind of create a foundation around that patient. How long have you been out here in the streets for? A long time.
He tells them he smokes crack. Drug addiction and mental illness are rampant and are the biggest problems they have to deal with. Howard Kahn is with LA Cares, the group that funds Country Docs. He says bringing healthcare to the homeless is the first step in helping them get off the streets.
It's real hard to get a job if you're not healthy. If you're suffering from a mental illness that's not treated, getting off the street is really difficult.
Did your chest hurt when I push on it? It hurts all over? So it sounds like it may be a cardiac problem. What we'll do is we'll get him over to our clinic, start doing the basic workup on him, EKGs and some other cardiac testing, and then if we need to, we'll work in conjunction with the county to hopefully get him connected back into services if we need to. All right. How's your stomach been feeling?
The doctors patrol the 5-block area of Skid Row, where there's an estimated 9,000 homeless. After they make the initial contact on the street, they encourage them to come here to Volunteers of America, a drop-off center. It's a place where the homeless can come, get referrals, take a shower. Once here, they can give them the additional health care that they need. But convincing the transient population to come inside to see a doctor is a challenge. So a lot of treatments are performed right here on the streets of Skid Row. This man not only has a bloody forehead, but also an infected finger.
Got a blister that we're getting some of the fluid out of the blister. Very painful, they are. Happen quite a bit down here in the street because a lot of people on their feet, we see them mostly.
Next, the group encounters a man who's been in a wheelchair for more than 3 years.
Sign your name right there for me. I just getting the doctor permission to treat you and give you medicines.
Richard White is the team's health coordinator.
I really believe we're making a big impact. And the more I come down here, the more I'm encouraged to keep coming back.
And he's coming back in more ways than one. More than 15 years ago, Richard used to be one of them.
I was out here 2 to 4 years in my drug addiction, real heavy indeed.
White eventually got help from the Los Angeles Mission, the group that runs Country Docs. He's now their HIV screener, and he hopes his example will help others leave Skid Row.
Yeah, and it really burns my heart to see people still down here in their addiction. They were out here when I was out here, and I really hope that what I'm doing will be a testimony to them and an encouragement to them to come out of it.
Rounding out the team are a nurse and a social worker who offer guidance on finding jobs and housing. So is Country Docs making a difference?
It's too early to tell, and there aren't any figures on what kind of an impact they're having. But Sauter says he can see the change.
When we make that connection out in the street and they see the care that we're bringing out here to them, they see that somebody does really care and it makes a difference. Patty's going to go ahead and wrap that for you right now, okay? You're very welcome, very, very welcome.
Sometimes clients ask the country docs for more than health care.
Can y'all break? Sure, we can do it here. Why don't we start off with that? Okay, sounds like you're having a real time today. Father God, we just lift Fanny up to you right now, Lord, praying that whatever is bothering her and troubling her right now, you would just take that load upon yourself, Lord, and just give her a sense of...
Country Docs is a 2-year pilot program, and if it's successful, LA Cares hopes to continue it.
If this works, I think expansion is the right idea. The shame of it is that all these folks should have health care coverage anyway, but so many of them don't down here.
Yeah, you're very congested up there. Really congested. What color is the phlegm that you're bringing up your sputum? Green, okay. And 3 weeks and not getting any better. Okay, all right. And no stomach problems, nothing like that?
It's when they're coughing and stuff.
But ultimately, people have to make a choice, and we'll do everything that we can to help them. When it comes to saving the world or making a difference in everyone's life, there's a reality that we can't do that. But if we make a difference in one person's life, we've done our job. God bless, okay? You do good, okay? Take care. No problem. Bye, Fanny. Take care.
I'm Ana Cuevas for Life and Times.
Thanks for joining us for this Life and Times Healthcare Special. If you'd like to see past healthcare stories, you can go to our website at kcet.org and click on Life and Times. I'm Val Zavala for everyone at Life and Times. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
This Life and Times Healthcare Special is made possible by a grant from Queen's Care, a public charity providing health care to the low-income and uninsured residents of Los Angeles County, by the L.K. Whittier Foundation. For a question to our program, you can reach us by mail at this address: Life and Times, 4401 Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90027. You can also call our viewer comment line or contact us the fast way by email at kcet.org.